Hi everyone, and welcome to Decorating on the Dot. Do you know what tomorrow is? I hope you have this marked on your calendar. I have had it marked on mine. Tomorrow is the first day of fall, and I am so excited. I can't wait. It has been a long time coming here in Nebraska because of the hot temperatures. I'm Missy with Sonata Home Design, and this is Decorating on the Dot. Jan, hello! Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. Had a little chat with you through message this morning. It's good to have you join me today. Fall is starting tomorrow, and as I mentioned, it has been so hot, and I think I've been a little temperature centric on my posts and on my blog, partly because it has just been so dang hot. Yesterday in Nebraska, in Lincoln, it was 104 degrees. 104. And I will admit I had a couple of cranky moments yesterday because I was just so tired of the heat. But overnight we had a 35-degree drop and it has stayed there. And so I am doing the fall is here happy dance all day long, and I pulled out a flannel shirt and I've got my hot coffee, and now decorating for fall seems real. Because it kind of makes sense with what is outdoors. So I hope you have been enjoying some fall temperatures and haven't had to deal with some of the heat, but hopefully the extreme stuff is behind us here in Nebraska and we can get to the good stuff. Fall, I know I say this about other seasons. Fall might be my favorite season. Don't quote me, because in the spring I'll probably say the same thing about spring, but I just love it when fall rolls around because of the change in weather, the change in clothes that we wear, the activities that we have, the decorating, the colors. It's just a season that is so warm and cozy and just makes for a wonderful time with family and friends and memories, and I just love fall. And I think we associate fall so often with scent, with aromas that we smell. When I think of fall, I think of, it could be a fire in the fire, it could be a bonfire. It could be the smell of a fall rain on leaves that have fallen from the tree, just crisp air in the morning. So many different things that I just love to smell. And one of those things are, of course, kitchen smells. And so that sounds bad. Smells. Kitchen scents will make it sound much nicer. The smell, the scents of a kitchen, the fragrance of a kitchen. And so on today's blog post, which I would love to have you hop over to the blog and see my post this morning, but I posted about a simmer pot. To kind of celebrate fall and bring in fall with all of the wonderful smells that go along with that. There are lots of, Bentley, his timing is impeccable. Bentley, come here. Yes, person outdoors, so he's going crazy. We'll see if he can. Bentley, come here. Pause. Bentley, come here. Hey, bud, come here. Treat. Okay, I chased him away from the window, so here he is. Come here. If you have not met Bentley, this is Bentley. He's our sheepadoodle, and we have some people outdoors that are doing some lawn work, and Bentley wants to join them. So I might keep Bentley kind of close by. Yeah. Sorry about that. So simmer pots. We go from sheepadoodles to simmer pots. So a simmer pot is basically putting a pot of water on the stove or in a crock pot. A crock pot works really well. And filling it about 3/4 the way full with water, and then you throw in anything that those smells of fall that you like. And like I said, there are lots of recipes out there, and on the blog I have kind of a basic recipe that you could follow, but honestly you can be creative, and you could hi Stacy, thanks for joining. You can create your own kind of signature simmer pot with the things that you put in there. So I have my pot here. I've already started it. I've got some things in here, and I'm just gonna give it a little stir, and oh my gosh, when you stir it, the smell is amazing. I love that. So let's see if he's going to, okay, he's lying down now, so maybe he's good. With the water, I like to start with a couple of fruits, and probably the thing that makes me think of fall the most is a nice crisp apple. And so I have thrown some apples in there, and I'm just gonna start slicing, because I started it, but I think I'm gonna add more of the ingredients. And I just slice it right through the center, right through the core. Don't worry about trying to get rid of that stuff. And it's kind of fun when you slice through the center, which I almost know you get kind of that little star effect. And I'm just going to toss those into the pot. So wonderful apples, which in Nebraska, we live about 45 minutes from a town called Nebraska City. And it is where Arbor Lodge and Arbor Day was founded, and there are wonderful apple orchards that are everywhere. And so in Nebraska, we do have access to wonderful, wonderful apples. I like to throw in an orange. Now, we are in Nebraska, not Florida. So this is just a good old grocery store orange that I'm going to slice up and just include the rind in there. Now, in the spring, when I do this, because I do like to do something similar in the spring, I like to use lemon for spring. If you want to add lemon now, you sure can. It adds a real kind of clean, crisp, zesty smell. But I love the orange because it's that citrus. Just, oh my gosh, that with the apples, so, so good. So I'm going to toss those in there. And you can add as much fruit as you want in there. And then I'm just going to start throwing in some spices. I love to add cinnamon sticks. And usually I add, maybe 8, 10, 12. There's no set amount. You just kind of toss those in. And I'm just going to give that a little, oh my gosh. Like I said, I had started this earlier. It smells amazing in here. Sorry, there's no one in the room. I'm talking to you. This smells amazing. It really, really is wonderful. The nice thing about a simmer pot, you put this on low heat or in a crock pot, and you can let it simmer all day long. And you walk into the house. You know how when you're in a room, sometimes you're not quite as aware, but when you leave the room and you come back in, you're like, fabulousness. It just slowly goes through your whole house, and you smell that. And then I actually will turn it off in the evening, and then I just turn on the heat the next day. I cover it, and I leave the pot, and the next day I let it simmer again for another day, and that smell is just amazing. I am so sorry. There's like major landscaping going on outside, so I hope that does not affect how you can hear me. I also, and this is maybe one of my favorite parts, I love to add whole cloves, and I don't know why I'm using this little spoon because I can use my hands, but I like the little spoon. Okay, we'll lose the little spoon. I'm just going to grab a handful of cloves and just kind of sprinkle that in there. Oh my God, it smells so good. Seriously, this is like fall, and I have the windows open, and so our wonderful 70-degree temperatures, our air is coming in through the windows, and it smells amazing. So that's kind of I forgot something. Hold on. Oh gosh, where did I put it? Oh, vanilla. Vanilla, I think, just adds that warm hug to the smell. It kind of grounds everything and just gives it a little softness because you've got a lot of citrus, you've got some very pungent smells, and just adding a little bit of vanilla is like the frosting on the cake. And usually I do about maybe 3 teaspoons for the full pot. I know, I'm like going overboard, but it really, really smells good. So I've got apples and oranges and cinnamon sticks and cloves, garlic. Did I say garlic earlier? Cloves, just cloves. And vanilla. And then you can kind of go crazy from here. If there are certain things that you want to add, I like to add, if you want to add just a little bit of allspice, you can throw that in there. Oh, love that. Adding a bay leaf. Okay, I am trusting you, Bentley. I'm trusting you. A bay leaf, which sometimes a bay leaf, okay, I can smell it. Sometimes a bay leaf, I'm like, what's the purpose of a bay leaf? Well, in this case, it is nice to add in there. If you have fresh herbs that you want to throw in there, if you wanted to throw some rosemary in there, that would be wonderful in this. But the point is to add, hi Wendy, makes the house smell so good. I agree. I wish you could be here like in person right now because it smells so, so good. But the idea is to create those smells that you associate with fall and that are warm and inviting and that just makes your home so cozy and just a wonderful place to hang out in. As I was puttering around the kitchen this morning, I was thinking about, you know, with the hot temperatures, I have not wanted to be in the kitchen. And now that it's cooler, not that I'm gonna be cooking, let's be clear, my husband does that. But I love to putter in the kitchen when I'm by myself. Actually, how do you use your kitchen? How do you like to spend time in your kitchen? I kind of have two ways. The first is all by myself, cup of coffee, candle burning or simmer pot. Bentley's hanging out, the cat's over there hissing at the dog, and just puttering. And what is actually the best is when I have no deadline. When there's no schedule and I just have that unscheduled time in the kitchen. I absolutely love it. My other favorite way to spend time in the kitchen is with, Wendy, you like to putter too. Wendy likes to eat, yes. Well, of course there has to be food there at all times. The other way I love to spend time in the kitchen is the polar opposite, when the house is full of people and it's just busy hubbub and we're kind of going, you know, excuse me, because there are so many people in here, because people do tend to gravitate toward the kitchen. So today, yes, I have a list of things I have to do, but I have to admit I'm kind of doing a little puttering in the kitchen with my simmer pot. So I hope you will create your own simmer pot. Like I said, I have a blog post today. Would love to have you take a look at that. I also have a couple of pins on Pinterest. Would love to have you follow me on Pinterest because I'd love to share things there. And I'm just going to enjoy the day with Sir Bentley, who has, I think, fallen asleep. He can fall asleep on a dime. And I'm just going to enjoy my new fall that was ushered in last night. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week on Decorating on a Dot. Take care. Bye-bye.